this ever-growing knowledge. With the rapid rise of artificial intelligence or AI, especially since 2020, challenges is being addressed in a powerful way. Today, we all recognize that AI has become the most influential force shaping the future. In this new reality, data is power, and those who control data will ultimately have the power to shape the human destiny. AI and Buddhism. When we consider the impact of AI on Buddhism, some remarkable parallels appear. The illusion of self. AI demonstrates that many of our choices and behaviors can be predicted, suggesting that self may not be as solid as we believe. This aligns with the Buddhist concept of anatta, non-self or selflessness. Manipulation versus awareness. AI algorithms can manipulate human desire for profit or control. In contrast, Buddhism trains the mind to develop awareness, mindfulness, and freedom from attachment. Compassion and responsibility. Buddhist ethics of compassion and mindfulness can guide humanity to use AI responsibly, reducing suffering rather than increasing it. Risk and challenges. People may become trapped in endless pleasure and distractions generated by algorithms. Algorithms may be trusted more than a sacred text sometimes, shifting faith from traditional religion to technology. Yuval Noah Harari even speaks of new techno-religion like dataism, a belief system centered on information and algorithms. Why Buddhism is especially relevant today? In this AI-driven world, Buddhism becomes even more significant because it does not depend on faith, dogma, or the supernatural. It offers practical methods, mindfulness, meditation, compassion, for understanding and controlling the mind. It provides tools to resist manipulation and remain free in digital age. While AI may try to hack human thoughts and emotions, Buddhist mindfulness teaches us to see clearly and not be enslaved by external. Academics and thinkers should not fear AI. Human wisdom, inner awareness, and moral clarity can never be replaced by machines. AI may challenge human knowledge, but it cannot substitute wisdom or vipassana. Therefore, the rise of AI is not a threat to Buddhism at all. It is an opportunity to bring its timeless insight to the wider non-Buddhist world as well. ඒ නිසා අපිට මේ ජීවිතය කියන යථාර්ථය පිළිබඳව පරමාර්ථමය වශයෙන් ගැඹුරින් අත්දකින්න තියෙන මේ අකාලික ඉගැන්වීම තහවුරු කරන්න දැනට ලෝකයේ අපිට විද්‍යාව තුළින් ලබා දුන්න ප්‍රධානතම ආශිර්වාදයක් හැටියට අපිට AI තාක්ෂණය පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක තමයි අපි මේ ඇප් එක තුළින් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. අපි විශ්වාස කරනවා මෙතන ඉන්න ගෞරවනීය දැනුගත් මහා සංඝරත්නයේ ගිහි පැවිදි සියලුම දෙනා අපිට තවදුරටත් මේක දියුණු කරලා ලෝකේ බෞද්ධයෝ කෝටි 50ක් ඉන්නවා, කෝටි 750ක් බෞද්ධ නොවන ලෝකයාට මේ ධර්මය ප්‍රචාරය කරලා මේ ලෝකේ වඩා සාමකාමී පීස්ෆුල් මානව වර්ගයාට ප්‍රත්‍ය තැනක් කිරීමට මේ ඇප් එක පාවිච්චි කිරීමට අපිට සහාය වීමත් අපේක්ෂාවෙන් මම නිහඬ වෙනවා. ගොඩාක් බොහොම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා කැලණිය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ බෞද්ධ අධ්‍යයන අංශයට, ඒ වගේම පීඨාධිපතිනිය ඇතුළු පීඨාධිපතිවරුන් සියලුම දෙනාටම මේ වැනි කාර්යයකට අපේ රටේ පවතින වැදගත්ම දේ තමයි අපිට ධර්මයේ. ඒකට මේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ අවස්ථාවක් ලබා දීම ගැන, ඒ වගේම මේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ශිෂ්‍යයෙක් හැටියට මමත් ගොඩක් ආඩම්බර වෙනවා අපිට මෙවැනි කාර්යයක් ලෝකයේ වෙනුවෙන් කරන්න ලැබීම වෙනුවෙන්. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
ස්තුතියි ඔබතුමාට. දැන් ලයිව් විස්ඩම් මුළුදුකාංගය පිළිබඳව විශේෂ වීඩියෝවක් නරඹමු. is designed to share authentic Buddhist teachings globally, offering early Buddhist text translations, original Pali texts with scholarly insights, guided meditations, Dhamma talks, and community tools, blending ancient wisdom with modern technology. Happiness is the greatest wealth of life. How can you have it? How you can make your mind happy. To keep your mind happy, you must soften attaching. You grieve and suffer mainly due to heavy attachments. You must learn the art of using things and keeping company with individuals as required without heavily attaching to them. Your mind is very stubborn. Even though your adults and teachers advise you to get rid of the unwanted and the harmful, your mind doesn't take their advice. It is very adamant in many a case. It does what it pleases. It lands where it likes. If you really want to enjoy happiness, you are supposed to softly and delicately associate with individuals and maintain and use other external requisites. You can enjoy happiness when you maintain loving kindness, the attitude of being friendly with everything, even with flora and fauna. You look at everyone and everything with a friendly attitude. Then you are compelled to put that attitude into action by being compassionate. Then you start enjoying altruistic joy. This app will gradually guide you towards the true happiness and joy of life. Most of the time, your mind is wounded or damaged due to unpleasant things happening around you, or you become mentally ill due to the vibe around you. You also become unsatisfied due to unexpected behavior by the ones around you. There are plenty of things around for your mind to be ill. There is only a very little for your mind to be healthy. So, this app will gradually guide you to heal your wounded mind, different occasions in your life as a noble friend, spiritual master, or kind therapist. Your mind is a changing energy that functions with other life-related phenomena. We call it a stream of consciousness. It makes you aware of the contents of the mind that develop through contacts of seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, feeling, and smelling. Accordingly, your mind is pure consciousness and awareness, being in progress through the process of contact via sense bases. The memory of perceptions helps the identification of awareness. To lead a contented, happy life, you have to practice a series of steps. The first is to develop mindfulness. We tend to indulge in a lot of wrongs, mainly due to not being aware or conscious of what we do. This will also help you develop mindfulness. This app will tell you step by step the things you learn and practice for you to lead a happy, joyful, and balanced life. For happiness to visit and stay in your mind, you must do away with the negative emotions and evils that are permanently settled in it. There are three main negative mentalities. They are craving, anger, and delusion. For a happy life, you must gradually do away with them. This app will help and guide you to find the art of softly and gradually eradicating those evils. This app will help you free your mind from anxiety, stress, depression, chronic pain, loss, addiction, anger, low self-esteem, loneliness, and so on. Have you ever known that your life is a collection of physiques and energies that work together? Yes, it is. The entity to be taken as life is 5 groups of collections, such as aggregates of tiny physical parts, matters, or atoms, aggregates of feelings or sensations, aggregates of perceptions that function as a collection of memories in general, aggregates or heaps of mental formations or constructions, aggregates of streams of consciousness or awareness. When all those energies, matters, or phenomena function together, you form your life. The personification of this manifestation is delusion. This app will very comprehensively teach you what real life is and how you can objectively see that reality. To understand the true nature of the universe, you can take your own life as an example. The universe is composed with the same what your life is composed with. The true nature of your life is threefold: impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and non-selfness. The manifestation of life is formed with 5 heaps of matters: feelings, perceptions, mental constructions, and consciousness. The true nature of the conditions of manifestation of life separately or together is not permanent. The impermanent life doesn't bring satisfactoriness. When considering everything together is no self and cannot be personified or heeded individuality. The reality of life objectively illusion. The function or the process of the reality of life is vividly and analytically explained in the teaching of causes and effects, and you find it in detail by using this app. In brief, you find your own life by constantly using this app, like wisdom. To try the app, simply open your browser and go to INOBSSE.com or search INOBSSE on Google. There, you'll discover a collection of spiritual resources, including the Light Wisdom app, your AI-powered spiritual companion. Let's see it in action. I'll ask the app a question. Can you explain the Four Noble Truths?
The Four Noble Truths are the foundation of Buddhism and offer a way to understand and overcome suffering. They are the truth of suffering, dukkha. Life involves suffering, dissatisfaction, and stress. The truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya. Suffering is caused by craving, attachment, and ignorance. The truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha. It is possible to end suffering by letting go of craving and attachment. The truth of the path, leading to the end of suffering, magga. There is a path, the Noble Eightfold Path, that leads to liberation from suffering. Would you like to learn more about the Noble Eightfold Path, or how to apply these truths in daily life?
And here is my next question. Explain paticca samuppadaya.
Paticca samuppada, or dependent origination, is a core Buddhist teaching that explains how suffering arises and ceases. It describes a chain of 12 links, showing that everything arises due to conditions and ceases when those conditions end. The basic principle is, when this exists, that comes to be. With the arising of this, that arises. When this does not exist, that does not come to be. With the cessation of this, that ceases. The 12 links are ignorance, mental formations, consciousness, name and form, 6 sense bases, contact, feeling, craving, clinging, becoming, birth, and aging and death. When ignorance is removed, this whole chain ends, leading to the cessation of suffering. Would you like a breakdown of each link or guidance on how to reflect on this in daily life?
Now it's your turn to explore the Light Wisdom app, live a mindful and joyful life, and ultimately reach the supreme bliss of enlightenment. Thank you.
Now we come to a very important moment of today's program.